Attention, people of the UK. This is AJ McKenna coming to you with an urgent election broadcast. You see, there has been a lot of talk recently, a lot of misinformation spread about the candidacy of one particular individual involved in this election, a man known as Sir Keir Starmer, KC, a man who, many are alleging, was involved in the cover-up of the crimes committed by England and perhaps the world's most prolific serial paedophile, Jimmy Savile. Another night before his ennoblement was taken away from him posthumously after the revelation of his crimes. Now, it is not my place to speculate on whether or not Mr. Starmer was responsible for covering up those crimes. I will merely note that he says that he takes responsibility for everything that was done while he was Director of Public Prosecutions, except that. However, there is a more serious matter to be dealt with, and that is the fact, as revealed to me in a prophetic vision in the manner of William Blake, that Sir Keir Starmer, KC, was intimately involved in a Tory black magic ritual to allow the spirit of Mr. Savile to consummate his final wish with the one woman of adult age that he could perhaps have been said to love. I speak, of course, of our former Prime Minister, a man deeply beloved by Sir Keir Starmer, KC, Margaret Thatcher. Now, it is not for me to state in a forum such as this, in full and frank language, in exactly what way Keir Starmer's body was used in this ritual. However, I will inform you in, as it were, the language of the birds. In this poem, what I have written about that prophetic vision, what I call time is a flat circler. The old man's back again, back in the barrister's body, called down from the astral for a final coffin fuck with the Iron Lady, a consummation deviantly fixed like a green room buggered Boy Scout and his jobless mother, back to celebrate the pig fucker's election win, the stitching up of Scottish independence, the bigots given wing, the increasing use of English as identifier on official forms, the begging of the West Lothian question, the express checkout riot courts go directly to Pentonville for looting 10 items or less. The coppers let off for killing the newspaper man, the Brazilian for shagging their way through the runway delayers, the continuum, the irony of his flesh vessel's name, shoving Keir's Hardy into the barbed wire forest between the Baroness's legs, the box office baby baron of BBC Light Entertainment, Big Daddy's buddy leaping barefoot from the ring to the Vatican, to Broadmoor and japes with his pal Peter, to the memory of Christmases passed out together in checkers, while Dennis pissed himself, mute in the corner, parentheses round the word accomplished in Gladio memos, glasses chinked to celebrate the death of Pasolini, to a future of faith faith-based depravity, photo ops at Jesus' house, super injunctions preventing the naming of Russian violinists, MI5 ramblers, to the Liverpool coup carried out with Nadim's oracular blessing, to Victorian values and C. Howard Hinton's idea of time, to the slow cancellation, to his haunting of all of our memories, to the abolition of any alternative, the dissolution of time, the breakdown of a real present into a fictional history whose statutes laws are written to defend while women are beaten by policemen again and again, to Rees-Mogg's hypocritical Easter Amen, to a one-party state ruled by a spaffer shacked up in number 10. Now then, now then, now then. Now then, it is up to you what you do with this information. I am an impartial observer and cannot inform you as to how you should vote in the coming election. All I would ask you to do when you step into the polling booth is to think of the face of Keir Starmer, contorted into an unnatural rictus by the possession of one of this country's greatest monsters, doing foul fornication upon the barely cooling corpse of another of this nation's greatest monsters. Thank you for your time. Thank you indeed for your time in listening to this emergency broadcast. It should go without saying that this is a work entirely of satire in the tradition of Gillivray and Cruikshank and people of that ilk, and should not be taken seriously at all. And if you would like to support me in further production of similarly scurrilous satires on the apparently incoming government, or indeed whatever other government we might unfortunately wind up saddled with after this farce of an election, then you will find in the description links to both my most recent album on Bandcamp, The End of the Endless, and my Ko-fi page, where I am always happy to receive tips from people who have enjoyed my work. And if you have watched to this point and not given up in complete disgust, I am going to assume that you do enjoy my work. Thank you once more for your time, at the risk of sounding incredibly obsequious, which I shouldn't do because I'm not actually satirizing Eric Pickles on this occasion. And I hope that this video did not traumatize you too much, and you have a pleasant rest of your day.